Hello YouTube. This is West Mountain North. Got a 2008 Nissan Frontier 4-wheel drive, 4-liter engine, and today I put not only new brake pads and rotors on, but new struts, Midas struts, and upper control arm. And I'm not going to go into a how-to to do this because there's so many videos already on YouTube, but I just wanted to offer a few pointers on this that I found, and I'm sure they're out there on the YouTube as well, but they just really helped me when I was changing these. For example, when you're going to change the pads and the rotor, you have to take off the caliper anyways, and there's 2 bolts on this particular model on the back here. It's just one of the best things to do is to actually tilt and turn the steering wheel to the left and to the right, depending on which side you're on, and it just makes you can get easy access from over here if this is turned to the left. For example, on this one you can really get to the bolts back there, and I had to put a bar on the end of my wrench there to get it and stuff, just to give me more leverage, because it was really rusted and tight on there. This thing's got practically 220,000 on it. And then the other thing is when you're let me go back down here, is to put a jack underneath this whole thing, so that when you go to take this apart here, there's not as much stress on there, and it's a little easier. But then you want to let it down as well and adjust that too, because it's actually easier to get the strut in when you got it up. But when you go down, you want to leave something under there because of the brake line here. So you don't want to stretch that too far and break that. But the other thing you can do is leave the castle nut just barely on here, and then when you go to separate that, you can well, today I just used a ball peen hammer, but you can also use, let me see here, you can also use one of these to separate it. Just go in there and separate it. For me, I just took a couple of hits with the ball peen hammer, and it just dropped down on the castle nut. I knew it was apart, but then that way the whole assembly didn't just drop and put stress on the brake cable. That's just another tip there. I've also been told, and I think it seems logical to me, to when you tighten up the bolts, there's 2 bolts back here, and when you tighten those up, you should have the jack lifting the whole assembly up. So it's kind of down now, but the jack's down, but to have it up at about level eye view, so it's about level rather than down or up all the way, but specifically down. So that's just another tip I think is a good idea. That way it puts some not stress, but pressure on the joints up here that are there, so that whether you're going up or down, you've got some force there to kind of slow it down. I don't know, just one of my thoughts. But yeah, also turning the wheel here can also make it easier to get down to your lower strut bolts and stuff. And I also replaced the I don't know if you can see it there, but the part for connecting the sway bar on either side, I did that too as well, and hopefully this will ride better. It had kind of a squishy and somewhat noisy and squeaky ride. Hopefully this will fix that. Plus on the brakes, I was getting an oscillation on the left side, the driver's side, and front one, and I believe this should help tremendously. I usually just replace pads, and this time I replaced the rotors, and I don't get an oscillation. It was a little scary when you're braking because you get a pulse in the foot brake. But anyways, that's just some of the thoughts and tips that I had that helped me out, and moving this around back and forth while you're doing things really seems to help you get access to it and stuff like that. If you need to hold the brake caliper up, you can use a piece of like coat hanger wire or something like that, of that thick, and use that. So anyways, wish you luck with your endeavors and your vehicle fixing. So just wanted to share with this. Thanks. Bye.